to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here and for your support of each other and of me, of course, in the comment section. A big thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed. And if you have found yourself here for the very first time, we would love to have you join our beautiful soul family here. This is a beautiful group of souls who are all here to support each other as we sort of conquer these common themes together in this lifetime. So if you are a lover of pick a cards, if you like tarot, please join us. Pull up a chair, get cozy, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. Today's pick a card topic, we're looking at the person on your mind, and we're looking at their current feelings and their intentions towards you. What are their intentions? Where is this headed? Where are they taking this connection? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the Kawaii Tarot and the Peach Flower. Pile number 2 with the Panda Tarot and the cream colored flower. And pile number 3 with the Happy Tarot and the pink flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today from Spirit, and my timestamps are below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today we're talking about the person on your mind and what are their current feelings and their intentions towards you. Where is this going? Pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the beautiful peach. I'm not even sure what that is, to be honest. A peony, maybe, or the Kawaii Tarot, and this is your reading. Whoops, today. The current feelings and intentions of the person on your mind. Where is this connection going? So, what are their current feelings for pile number 1? Whoops. On the floor, your first card. We have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords coming out for your first card. Current feelings towards pile number 1. We have the Star. So initially, when we bring out the 10 of Swords, that's not great energy because this is somebody who is perhaps overthinking to the point where they are convincing themselves that things are hopeless. They don't know which direction to take. They're just really emotionally overwhelmed by their feelings for you. But the good news is automatically the Star comes out with these little frogs helping to clear out all of that emotional clutter and to redirect us onto a new path. So a little bit of hope comes in right after that immediate despair. So I don't know if this is the type of person who has those emotional ups and downs. But I feel like in the past they didn't feel like there was a lot of hope for the connection, and now there's something that's happened that's given them reason to think that there could be change that's possible. Current feelings, please. For pile number 1. We have the 5 of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And we have the 8 of Swords. This person feels very restricted. We have the 10 of Cups on the back of the deck and the Hermit. And, you know, as far as intentions go, this is what we want to see. We want to see the beautiful 10 of Cups. We want to see the Hermit because that talks about somebody who wants to make plans to head in those directions. But this person, it sort of feels like they don't know how to get there. They don't know how to create the solutions that are necessary. And it's not right this moment, they don't even see the solutions potentially too because of the emotions that are going through them. And it does feel like a separation or some sort of loss. Now, the truth is that they have solutions to wield. It's like there are solutions to be had here, but they have to work on clearing out all of that clutter and seeing those solutions. But you do definitely inspire them to have very intense emotions about you. Because if we get to the 5 of Cups, that means we're at this median. We want to get here. We want to get to the 10 of Cups. And they really think that you are someone really special. Because I keep looking at these unicorns and even the narwhals, which there's a unicorn in the water. Like there's something really, really special about you. So it's worth these steps. But right now they just don't know how. It's like this cart with wheels. They don't know how to get it in motion. And it's the kitty cat on top, which means it's just strength that perhaps is the key to them removing themselves from their prison, their perceived prison. But they don't exactly know what solutions to take at this point. Clarify the Ten of Swords, please, their current feelings and their intentions. You have the Death energy. They would love nothing more than to some sort of new cycle to open up with you, but it feels challenging. And they feel kind of isolated and lonely without you at this point in their life. Now, the only thing that sort of gets in the way for them, truly, Spirit says, is themselves and their own confidence and their own ability to create the change. But that's what the star is for. The star is supposed to direct us, help to heal us so that we feel that power again. Because the truth is that we come down into this experience completely whole and very powerful, but we forget. And so it's the job of this star to remind us. And this person hasn't been reminded, or is having a difficult time remembering that they have the power to create this rebirth with you, even if there are difficulties. Because the truth is that they would love to communicate with you. They would love to have a brand new start. They just don't know how to get there right now. And their intentions towards you feel really innocent and pure. They really do. They feel really very innocent. It's the Ten of Cups. They definitely want this with you. They definitely want to have this Ten of Cups. They want to have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Ace of Pentacles. Back of this deck is the Four of Wands, and now we have the Six of Wands. But they're carrying a lot of burdens on them, on their shoulders, the biggest one being their fear of the unknown here. Even though the unknown holds so much success, even though the unknown holds so much celebration, potentially even commitments with you, because that's something that they wish that they could have, is a clear path towards commitment and a clear path towards emotional coupling. And you give them this inspiration to figure all of this out. But they do it very fantastically. It feels like they fantasize about you in a sense. It feels like a separation. And it feels like they do fantasize about you quite a bit, because this Hermit is a call to action. And here's the Koala. It's like they're guarded. This person's guarded from taking a leap of faith with you. And it could be because of their position. When I'm dealing with collective readings, there are a myriad of reasons why someone could feel restricted. It could have everything to do with their ego or their job or their family or a current partner. Whatever the case is, this person is just, at this moment in time, they're letting the complications win. So let's take a look at some message cards and see what their current feelings look like right this moment. And then we're going to look at their current intentions towards you for the future. So I'm ready to fight for this. The Five of Wands. But there could be competition for them, and they feel insecure about it. It's going to require a lot of strength and determination to continue to hold on to that resolve. I didn't want you to rely on me. The Three of Pentacles. And for someone watching, this person could already be a part of a foundation, or you could, so take that as it resonates, because it says you could destroy me. But what's interesting is we have the Six of Wands here, and we have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. And the Six of Wands is all about victory, and these are all about challenges. So why are we plumbing this victorious energy right in the center of this challenge? It's because that's what we need. We need power. We need confidence to power through anything. It's not that there aren't solutions. It's that they are complicated. I should have ran after you. The Five of Cups. And we are fated to meet again. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. At this moment, they're like, this is all I have to give. All I have is this fantasy. All I have is this drive to explore. But the Page sort of stands there waiting to start that journey. And they feel like there are a lot of complications. But you do inspire them to make a choice, and to make sort of a distinctive choice about which direction they want to go with in their life. And you are on their mind all of the time. But they do feel sort of stuck on how to create solutions here. So let's ask about that. What is this person's intentions, please, towards pile 1? What are their current intentions? We have the Hermit. This person could be a Virgo. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. It's coming out with the Judgment. What are their intentions, please, towards pile 1? The Four of Swords. And the King of Swords. Back of the deck is the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, they want to surrender to this connection so, so badly. And their intentions are all really focused. Their intentions are all really clear here. They're making these plans, but it's gonna involve some sort of decision regarding their current, and I don't know what word I want to use, because there's so many different energies that are floating around because of the collectiveness of this reading. Their current situation. It's gonna require them to make a little bit of decisions, or a few decisions, regarding what they've invested in, the position they've invested in. And they haven't come to these conclusions 100% yet. They have not completely solidified their plan, but there is a momentum gaining for this person. They do sort of present as someone who has these emotional highs and lows. So they go from the Hermit to the Two of Wands. They kind of teeter back and forth between real practical steps and just fantastical steps. But they have intentions to create clarity. They have intentions to create peace for themselves. And this King of Wands is very, very focused on a new opportunity. And back of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. And there's the Page of Wands. Because the truth is that they've always envisioned this solution with you, or this outcome, this security, this commitment. The Ten of Pentacles can really talk about children and growing a life together. But it's like they never had a chance to explore it. So again, their intentions are really good, because they have these intentions to bring in clarity. They have a lot of focus and drive towards you. And their intentions are to communicate and to open up not just the lines of communication, but also the other sort of natural opportunities that come along with that as well. And they want to explore that. They want to explore where this could lead in the future. And that really feels like almost a fantasy to them at this point. But that King of Wands is determined enough, and the Hermit is sturdy enough, I should say, to power down that path. So they do have intentions of communication. They do have intentions of bringing to light things that they have held back since it almost feels like childhood or youth. And then that opens up automatically a natural sort of opportunity that the two of you get to choose if you want to enter into. Advice, please, for pile number 1. We have here Magdalene. Back of the deck is the color card. I've never pulled that card before in the Magdalene Oracle here. The color card says, over the coming days, pay attention to the colors you are drawn to. The colors of your clothes and the food you drink and eat have a profound effect on how you feel. When you find yourself being drawn to a certain color, pay attention to the energy emanating from it. How does that color make you feel? Perhaps it brings out a certain mood or invokes a certain memory. Color is ultimate vibration. And so you may find that you kind of connect. There could be sort of signs and symbols and synchronicities that you're experiencing within this connection, especially if it's in disconnect, because there seems to be some sort of temptation here for someone watching. And the Mary Magdalene, was a very misunderstood person. So there's a sense of things are not as they appear here. And there is perhaps wrongful judgment going on as well. So take that as it resonates. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. Charm bowl, please. What is your person thinking right this moment? Oh, it just flew in. Right this moment. Oh, we've got lots in the bowl today. Let's see. We'll keep them. We have the Hierophant reversed. So we also have the Knight of Cups reversed, the Five of Cups, which we had here in your reading. We have the Eight of Cups reversed, and we have the Queen of Wands. So it's interesting we have the King of Wands here. So this is a person that really feels like the two of you have a lot in common, or it's like you complement each other very, very well. I do feel like for someone watching, there could be some position complications here with the Hierophant reversed. Even marriage can be represented by the Hierophant, so take that as it resonates to your situation. That's definitely not for everyone. But there are steps that need to be taken in this person. Again, they haven't come to the full solution period yet of how to actually implement their intentions, because they're still stuck in the downswing of some sort of emotional roller coaster that they're on when it comes to you, where they teeter between optimism and insecurity. Oops. I normally do not take that many cards, but when they pop out, how can you resist? How can you resist giving them the attention that they deserve? We have the measuring cup. I always think about something half full versus half empty. So this person sometimes teeters into pessimism, as I said, the emotional roller coaster. And we have Cancer energy. Now my daughter's a Cancer, and she is a very emotional little creature. So I do feel like there is Cancer associated with this person. Their energy field here. We have the work paperclip, a work connection perhaps, or school, because we have the apple, but there's also this temptation. We have this boot, which is about movement and on the move. They do have intentions on movement and communication, because they're thirsty for clarity, but also for more. They're thirsty to explore this connection. We have here this little sword, and we have the starfish, and it's really the starfish of empowerment because it's red. So this is what they need to gain mastery over that emotion that they sometimes get overwhelmed by when it comes to you. It's like they experience extreme highs and extreme lows. All right, pile one, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe and join our beautiful family here. It helps me to bring you guys more content if you click all of your buttons, and be sure to drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out with my links below for Instagram. I offer private readings through my Etsy account, but I really hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the pretty little cream flower and to the Panda Tarot here, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their current feelings for you, and what are their intentions towards you moving forward? So we're going to start with their current feelings. How does group 2's person currently feel, truly feel for them at this moment? Six of Swords. There's already a really strong desire to clear the air and to gain some sort of closure or communication of some kind to help bring them a state of peace. And I feel like they almost want to bring you a state of peace too, because they are recognizing that staying guarded has not really served them emotionally, and it may have actually cost them something really, really profound, because when they think about you in a very beautiful light, and it's almost like they're gazing on a star. It's something that they wish for, or that they had hoped for in the past. And I almost just got the sense of this, it almost looks like a willow branch coming down. It's like there's this sadness that I didn't sort of reach out and take an opportunity. The Page of Swords. This could have been someone that you grew up with or went to school with. They also could still be watching you or keeping tabs on you in some way. And we have the Ten of Swords on the back of the deck with the Two of Swords. And they really are emotionally kicking themselves because they don't feel like they gave you as much as you gave them, or they gave you the impression that it was one-sided in the past of this connection, and it definitely was not. It was not a one-sided situation, but I think that they gave you that impression, or they think that they gave you that impression. They have a hard time, they have a hard time looking at themselves in the mirror because of the things that they didn't do, the chances that they didn't take. You can even see here with the panda, it's like they just ate the little bird And now it's like nobody gets to benefit, because it's like I didn't I didn't have the freedom to allow myself to speak. And now they're suffering for that. Like they really feel like they let something slip through their fingers because they were so attracted to you, but they're also they're afraid of you. It's like they're afraid to go out on that limb, because what if you didn't feel the same way? How devastating would that have been then? But they understand now that devastation, the fear of it was worth taking the risk for, because they've suffered more. It's like every chance they didn't take to gain clarity is now stabbed them in the back. It's like they did themselves a disservice, and that's how they feel. Yeah. They're really kicking themselves because they feel like they need to tell you that they did have intentions, that they did have feelings. I almost feel like there's an anxiety because they feel like they left you confused and feeling the same way. I feel like this person, on the outside of things, if you looked into their situation, I feel like they're really secure. I think they have a good job. They work hard. They're really proud of what they've built in their life too. And they feel like they've matured. Like they feel like they've learned from that mistake. And it was a struggle, and it was difficult. And they realized that they were waiting for the perfect moment. And the perfect moment never shows up. It's like if we wait for the perfect moment to have children, the perfect moment to put ourselves out there, as far as the dating world, it's like we'll be waiting forever for perfection to align with what our version is of it. And they've learned now how to gain the confidence to power through those types of situations. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Eight of Cups. Back of the deck is the World. They really feel like there's unfinished business here that they need to put an end to. It almost feels like they think it's their duty or something to resolve this situation. It's like they feel like they have to put themselves through the struggle. They have to put themselves to the chopping block in order to move forward with their own life, because they feel like they're in a holding pattern. It's like emotionally, it almost feels like you're right where they left them, and they don't want to be hung up on this anymore. That's what it feels like. It's like, I don't want to be, I can't stop thinking about you, but I'm not feeling emotionally fulfilled in this environment because I'm not getting, there's just like, I can't get to you. It's like I can't get to this Nine of Cups. It's like you feel like a star. You feel far away, whether it be physically or emotionally. It feels difficult to get to you. And it feels like they also recognize the necessity for your help to help end this torment in a way. Not that we need another person to gain closure, because we definitely don't, but that's how this person feels. It's like they always wore masks around you, and they want you to know that the reasons why is what it feels like. They so that they can move on. But the problem is that your energy is very strong, and their attraction to you is very strong. And so I almost feel like as much as they've made progress, or they feel like they've made progress, if they saw you again, I don't feel like they could resist that attraction, because it devastated them. It's devastating them still. Like there's still this emotional devastation about it. So I feel like it would be difficult for them to deny themselves. What are their current feelings and intentions, please? You have here the Rat, someone working against or behind your back. And when I think about the Rat, I think about the ego. We also have here younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. We have family wishes come true. We have Stork. We also have Rabbit and Seahorse, family matters, and the Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Now, I do feel for someone watching, and this is not for everyone, but for someone watching this person, because we have the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, this is like the dad of the deck. There could be children, there could be family situations in place now, which would add to the complications, which would add to sort of the unavailability of the situation, because it does feel like there's someone in this connection that may be unavailable, physically speaking. And they're also talking about how their actions that they took in their younger years as well, that their ego really had a hold of them at that time too. Back of the deck says flute. They're disappointed. It says disappointment in a friend or lover, but they're disappointed in themselves. It feels like they're disappointed because they didn't take that leap of faith. They didn't express the truth, the news. Because if they had just, sort of the stork sits here with this patience energy looking at its nest. It's like if I had just taken that egg of potential and sat on it, laid it, whatever, it would have bloomed into something so beautiful, or could have bloomed into something so beautiful. But this person's stuck in that what could have been mentality. What are their current feelings, please, for pile number 2? I'm being pulled in 2 different directions. The Chariot. Emotionally speaking, this person knows how they feel about you because it's been ever present, but they could be being pulled in different directions in their practical life. In the past, they were afraid of where this path leads. They're still afraid of where their intentions and their feelings, they're still, and their feelings for you in the present are still so strong. And that's what's so kind of frustrating about it, is that it's like the ego has used that towards its own agenda as well, because now that the ego is fueling that strength towards the situation, but they're still afraid of where the path leads. You make me feel at home. And it was going to come out reversed. The Queen of Pentacles. This is talking about the physical beauty that you possess, the attractability of you. And you make me want to do bad things. Obsessive thinking over you. And I'm still holding on. I have not released you. I'm still where you left me. It says, I'm waiting for the right time, reversed. I'm waiting for the right time. And that was what precipitated this whole situation, it feels like. But let's take a look at intentions from your person. So what are their intentions, please, towards pile number 2? We have the Chariot. And that's what they said. I'm being pulled in 2 different directions. They have decisions to make. Oops. On the floor, we have the Magician. We have the High Priestess. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Ace of Swords. Oh, look at this Ace of Swords. Back of the deck is the Sun. Underneath we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles here as well, so I don't even feel like I have to pull that one up. But their intentions are to create clarity here. Their intentions are definitely to find solutions, to bring awareness to how they felt in the past and how you felt in the past. It's like they want communication and they want closure. Because even this Ace of Swords, you can see it's like, it's bringing in clarity. The Ace is supposed to start a new cycle, but there's almost a sadness about it. And that's what I mean about closure. It's a very complicated thing when we're looking for closure, because usually what we're looking for is answers. And sometimes those answers help to influence which direction we would take in that connection in the future. So the closure sometimes just riles things up, but this person has these intentions to make an emotional decision and to create some sort of clarity. It'll probably take some time for them to be able to overcome the challenges and the fears, but they definitely have the intentions of coming forward towards you. Now, they may do this online, potentially, because I'm getting almost an online feeling from this world energy. So you may find that this person reaches out to you online in some way, but they definitely have intentions of sort of letting you peer behind the veil of their hidden energies and everything that they have kept hidden and suppressed for such a long time. There is this fear, though, of things riling back up, though. That's what Spirit says. Because the Sun, here's the Eight of Pentacles. You can see it's like there's the Knight of Pentacles. It's like doing my due diligence, doing my duty, and then all of a sudden I have this devil following me around, this obsessive energy. So they have intentions of creating clarity with you, pile number 2. Let's get a charm bow for you. What is this person thinking right this moment about pile number 2, please? They're ready to return to the world. The Four of Swords is reversed, but there we have the Chariot. It's not that they don't know which direction they want to go in. They know what their intentions are. It's about finding the courage and the passion to power through. Now, the Knight of Wands is exactly the man for the job, though. He's the one who doesn't, he lets the ego come along. He doesn't let the ego get in the way. So this Knight of Wands is working on this Chariot to get it pushed in the right direction, because there is this desire to create the clarity, the solutions. And when the Four of Swords is reversed, for me, it really talks about somebody who wants to return to the world. And they want to be able to detach from this obsessive energy over you. But part of that, they feel the necessity is to speak with you about it. We have she, we have at and some, we have V, we have the letter D, and we have the letter P. We also have the devil energy here with the pirate flag. And the pirate flag is like somebody who's trying to make way with something that doesn't belong to them. It also talks about the obsessive energy and something that is not really good for us. We have the letter E as well. We have the fairy with the star energy, and this is speaking about someone who's hoping or wishing for someone that feels beyond their grasp. We have the crown because of position. We also have October being very significant. There could be a Libra potentially here. We have the Four of Cups. At this very moment, this person is feeling a little bit helpless. They haven't found the solutions yet, and that's why we started with the Ten of Swords. It's not that there aren't solutions, it's just that they haven't found them at this very, very moment. We also have that Ten of Swords is in there too. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story in the comment section below. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, your like button. It truly helps me to bring you guys more content. You can also check me out for a private reading on my Etsy link below. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the big pink flower, or perhaps to the Happy Tarot, and this is your reading. Today we're looking at current feelings and intentions from the person on your mind. What are their intentions towards you moving into the future? But we're going to start with their current feelings for you. So what are pile 3's person's current feelings for them? Always remember that these are collective readings, so please take the messages that resonate with you and leave behind those that do not feel right. Their current feelings, please, for pile number 3. Well, we have the Knight of Cups. That's a great place to start. It's very fiery, very intent on you, a little bit, boastful energy with the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, Knight of Wands. This person wants action. They want to make some sort of move towards you. The Knight of Wands can be a little bit impulsive, though. And sometimes they don't make the best decisions at times. If they follow that intuition, here is the World. We have the Devil. But they're obsessively thinking about you. And it really feels like a situation where this person's determined not to make the same mistake twice, because they didn't perhaps take a leap, but they're like, I'm ready now to take a leap of faith. It really feels like they're looking for a new opportunity to prove how unpassive they can truly be. Here's the Three of Wands with the Tower energy at the back of deck. Let's clarify this reading. How are they truly feeling, please, for pile number 3? We have the Eight of Pentacles. This could have been a work connection or could be a work connection. And I mean, when I say like they literally think the world of you, like they literally think the world of you. Now the Empress is present here and has little to do with energy. I'm sorry, little to do with gender, has everything to do with energy and how abundant this person thinks that you are. Very attractive. They think that you carry yourself well. They think that you're emotionally, you know, a beautiful person as well. Everything good is represented by the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But it's like they didn't let you in on that secret. It's like they never shared with you how they truly felt about you, how attractive they found you. And now they've been obsessively thinking about you since, and they don't even know if it's mutual, but they're hoping that it is. But they want an opportunity to not be passive. It's like they didn't take the chance, and now they're like, I've learned from that moment. The Two of Wands. They are a little fearful of what the unknown holds, but I feel like they're determined enough to not care, but they're determined enough to face that anyway. Yeah, here's the Nine of Wands, and there's the Fool. And here's the Queen of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. And here is the Four of Cups under that as well. So the Ten of Swords here is this exhausted, end of a cycle, over the top emotional response. It's somebody who doesn't want this to sort of precipitate. It's the ending of a cycle. It's something, but if we can make it through the darkness, we've made it through to the light of this dawn of new day, and now we can formulate a new plan of action. But the issue is that by the time they gained this epiphany, by the time they had sort of come full circle with this newfound confidence potentially, it was a little bit too late. It's like, it feels like it was a little bit too late. They get really jealous when it comes to you. They get really jealous when it comes to you, and it could be something about the divine feminine's position that makes them worry about your availability, or because they're worried about your availability. They almost feel like overlooked, or it's like they can't access you because of there's a helplessness in position when it comes to the divine feminine. So there's like not a lot of follow through on the divine feminine's end here, and they're really kind of worried about that because that's the only thing that they can perceive getting in the way next time. That's what it feels like. They're really intent on something, on movement, on expansion, and they're like, now there's this frustration because now I have the strength to leave. I know what to do. I know exactly what I have to do to avoid what happened last time, but now there's something that gets in the way of this opportunity, and they're saying it's the divine feminine. Again, it's all about energy, has nothing to do with gender, so it's just you. It's like your position, or what they perceive your position to be, and they could be wrong about that, but they perceive your position to get in the way. Now, this can, of course, be reversed, and it can be their position, but in this reading, they're presenting it as an obstacle on the divine feminine's end. There's a certain amount, too, of protection that they have, because they really feel like the two of you, although you feel sort of unreachable, they feel like the two of you are sort of the perfect partnership in some type of way. And they do keep bringing forward how physically attractive you are, so they think that you're just like the best thing. You're so physically attractive to them. You have here Cain, pay attention to your health. And that's the thing too, is that the cane is something that we use for support, right? It's something that we use for support, and it's like when we're supposed to take that first step without it, it can be really, really scary. And it's like they don't want to run out of time before their confidence runs out. It's like they're a little bit frustrated because it's like, I'm ready for the leap now, and I've like geared myself up for it. It's like somebody who's about to jump out of an airplane. It's like I have to boost my own confidence. I have to talk myself into it. It's like I've talked myself into it. I'm ready to leap now. And if I can't leap now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to maintain this confidence. We have wishbone, a wish that will come true. And we have stork, news of a birth or business opportunity. And we have here whale, great worry over nothing. And the whale is all about expression. If the whale doesn't express itself and come to the surface, it will drown. And that's what they feel like they did. It's like they've worked on bolstering up their confidence. They've put a lot of effort into gaining momentum in that realm so that they don't follow, you know, because they feel like they kind of made a mistake over nothing. They feel like if they had just taken a leap of faith, you probably would have been there to catch them in the past. And perhaps all of these lessons would be avoided. But the truth is that if we're sitting in this point, right this moment, this is where we're supposed to be. So those lessons had to sort of persist in some sort of way. Now these cards, though, give me hope to what's coming. So we'll see if because the wishbone says a wish will be granted, and it says news of a birth or news of a business opportunity. So there could be a message coming in for you, and somebody who's going to express something very profound. We have target, goal-oriented person. So that could really give us a peek into their intentions. But let's get some message cards about their current feelings here. Ooh. It says, if I follow you, I could lose everything, but it's in the reverse because I do feel like there's this energy coming in from the viewer. If I follow you, I could lose everything. Now is not the time. And there is definitely a frustration in the delay, because even this Queen of Wands, it's like she doesn't have follow through at this moment because her focus can't be on this situation alone. I hope that you'll wait for me. And again, it was reversed, but we also have I lie awake thinking about our future, because it feels like they are very intent on communication, on a new opportunity, because you can see this page is standing behind this empty field, wanting to plant some new seeds. You make me want to do bad things. And I will say about the Knight of Wands, starting a journal reading, sometimes the Knight of Wands just wants to seize the day and doesn't want to think about the consequences. And you inspire that potentially in this person. It says, I would do anything for you, even the bad things, because the truth is that they want you. Let's take a look at their future intentions. What are their intentions towards pile number 3, please? The King of Wands. Leo, very strong Leo energy. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, along with the Two of Pentacles as well with that page. And we have the Strength. Back of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, and there's the Eight of Cups. So the Three of Swords on back of deck is talking about heartbreak over sort of a waiting period because of this delay. And the Knight of Pentacles is movement. So even though there's been delays, because this king wants to rush forward with communication towards you. But the bigger brother, the Knight of Pentacles, is standing in front of his younger brother saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. There are complications. We are going to have to hold space for this opportunity for now. So they're recognizing that now is not the time because of other complications. And those complications are varied, and they have, many names. For someone watching, this could be a family. This could be a job. This could be a positionary thing, but your person is very much aware of it. And so it's like it feels like a respect thing. Out of a sense of integrity or respect, they are slowing down their pursuit, but their intentions stay the same. Their intentions stay the same because they have this fire, this drive to pursue. They have this drive to clear the air, but it doesn't just feel like that because they don't want to make the same mistake twice. They're waiting for that next opportunity, and they're trying to make sure that they maintain the expectation of it. It's like they expect there's something about the two of you that they feel is destined to meet again. There's destined to be a do-over. And that's what they feel like they're deserving of and they want, is this do-over. So although they feel like they can't rush in impulsively right this moment and they've slowed their pursuit, they're still very much intent on communicating, on bringing forward a new opportunity. There's that Page of Pentacles again. They're just waiting right now. You can see this page almost looks like the Hanged Man, but it's purposeful. They are, I won't say they're happy in the wait, because they're suffering because of it. And also there's a sense of almost a bit of a victim mentality coming in, but it's like a self-sacrificial energy coming in too. So they're slowing down their pursuit, but their intention is still to power through with some sort of communication towards you, pile 3. And what is interesting here is that this Strength card features this woman with half of a lion face, and then there's a little lamb underneath. And over here behind the King of Wands is that lion. So that's the courage that they've tried to flare up inside of themselves. But as you can see, as the wait progresses, it's like only half of their face is a lion. We've got the lamb coming in. So, and they are becoming more vulnerable with this heart-shaped stone around their neck. So the vulnerability starts to creep in as the delay increases. And that's where's the Five of Wands. It's like they have jealousy concerning you too. But they definitely have intentions. They're being sort of respectful about it, but they have intentions of waiting for an opportunity to communicate with you. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. What is pile 3's person thinking about pile 3 right this moment? What are their thoughts right this moment for pile number 3? Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands. They're all sort of, none of them are completely upright. And this page is just watching, waiting for that opportunity, for that doorway to open so that they can explore it. The Temperance is reversed, which means they're feeling stuck in that rut. They're trying to maintain their patience, but it's really hard when they really, really want to come together. Like they really want to even physically mix with you, but they just really want to reunite, because they feel like it's destiny being held back in some way. Like destiny is being held back, and so they're frustrated with the fact that destiny hasn't unraveled or hasn't created solutions for them yet. Ooh, we have good. We have LP. We do have the Three of Cups, so friendships, reunions, having fun. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the little butterfly. We have a commandment from the Bible that says, "Thou shalt not steal." And that's like they're trying to have integrity here. They're trying not to mess up something that you may have already in place here. They're kind of hoping that you're not really fulfilled there anyway. They're kind of hoping that you're fine. Not that they want to see you struggle, but they're kind of hoping you're not really that happy there, because they really want an in. We have here this white flower. I think of the Ontario Trillium when I see that flower. We also have here the Tree of Life, so present energies in place. And we have the Divine Feminine whale here, which is about the Divine Feminine expressing herself. So coming up for air to express themselves. All right, that is what I have for you today, pile 3. I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, I'd love to hear your story in the comment section below. And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful soul family here if you haven't done so already. And make sure to drop me that comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading, and I have some other links for Instagram down below as well. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.